Hi, Donald Drake here, and I figured since I'm about to build my 225th chain reaction, I'd give you a tour of my workspace. And this is the table I built on. It's about 11 feet long. I just cleared some space out because I got a new shelf. So that new space will be able to give me the ability to make longer, more complex, or machines that breathe a bit more. It's going to be almost overwhelming. Before, this was the amount of space I used to use, and then I upgraded to that table plus this space, so I'm going to be working with like a third more space than I had before. So anyway, the way I divide my junk is pretty much this box is like large to medium large objects, and then this box is small to very small objects, and inside here are kind of like medium objects to small object. I mean, it's pretty loosely organized, but there is some method to this madness, to be cliche. But anyway, for instance, in some of the big stuff, I got this thermos. I'll probably be using this in the 225th machine actually, because I need to gain height. What else? I got this moving table I made. Kind of made it, hot glued that board to it. Got the traffic cones, which make great whirly funnels. A sandal. A coffee can. That's good coffee actually. And it makes a good drum. This cheap ass loop thingy that I may or may not use. Some of this stuff never gets used and I throw it away. Some of it becomes an actor that appears in tons of movies of these, and I kind of think of all this garbage as actors, and before I make a video I gotta decide if they get casted or not. These tubes. So this is kind of my big stuff. This thing I haven't used, but probably will at some point, but I have no idea when. A high-heeled slipper that doesn't fit me all too well, but just enough to prove I'm a princess. I also got records, stumps. It's probably cheesy music, but they make really great objects. And then in my medium box, I have stuff like this hammer. I love these hammers. I got them made for me for free by a really talented wood shop person, and I use them quite a bit. They're probably one of my objects that are special. They're a good actor. They've been in tons of plays or movies. Then I got ramps. A lot of medium-sized ramps go in the medium box. And also some bits of metal. A lot of the metal bits I have are from my sheet metal days, and like this is really great just to block marbles. It's really heavy, has a lot of applications. I got a Connects gear. I need to buy more gears. I got this car. It's kind of cool. What else? A lot of Hot Wheels tracks. I kind of like them. I give them like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10. I think they're really ugly looking, but they get the job done, and you can cut them with scissors easily. In my small box, I got these cheap fake Legos that are horrendous. They're not even adorable, but they work for supports and tons of shit. Bunches of metal, little bits of metal. I love my little metal bits. They're great for weights, making tiny clinky marble runs, wedging under somewhere. There's so many uses for like really little like thick bits of metal just because they're heavy, and I recommend everyone who builds Rube Goldbergs collect little metal bits. Connects, levers. I really love Connects for the levers. I don't use it much for much else. What else is little train track ramps. Basically, when I buy something, I usually use it for its most obvious purpose. In this case, it was to roll a train across it, which I did do. And then after I use it for its obvious purpose, eventually it just gets used for other purposes until it's coated in hot glue, and eventually I throw it away. And that's when an actor dies. And some actors have lived since the beginning of my machine, and some have died pretty early. This is another metal bit I got recently from a old office chair. Little clothespins. Clothespins are so handy. Make a block of marble or weights or hanging clothes sometimes. I never bathe though, so I don't ever really use them for that. As a marble. Paint container tops. They're the perfect size to hold a marble. This toilet paper roll holder makes a good cylinder. Little ramps. So just random stuff kinda, and like really small objects go in this box. And over here is my ramp bucket. And I have a lot of metal ramps that I got from when I was working at sheet metal. These are some of my favorite ramps right here. They're very, very thick, very heavy. You don't really even need to glue them down, although sometimes I do. And I think they're a large part of my style. Because really, all you have to do is hear that. You'll probably know it's my machine. They're a very iconic sound at this point. And then also I got these kind of metal ramps back at my sheet metal days. And these are actually the cut off bottoms of air ducts. They're called TDF frames as far as I'm aware. And they're really useful, solid. Then a pipe I just found on the ground. Oh, and also I think like the electrical wire covers make awesome ramps. I need to buy more of those. This is my ramp bucket. And here's other miscellaneous objects. It's kind of dark. But of course there's the famous gear I use. I got this for free at a hipster coffee shop. They used them to put tea lights in. And I showed them a video of one of my machines and like basically creamed over this gear, so they gave me it, and it's been a star of the show ever since. It's a great actor. It's the A of Wobbly A. Oh, and also there's this thing. You know, I don't even know really what this is. It was found on the side of the road by my friend, and he gave it to me to use in machines, and it's so useful. I'm always finding out new applications for it. Skateboard that doesn't work. Everyone needs boxes. Boxes are basically mini tables in my opinion, those big boxes. And then everyone needs, for Rube Goldberg's, I believe, hardcover books. It helps if you don't know how to read like me, so that way you're not mad when you ruin them. I also like this, the new Fix It Yourself manual. It's kind of funny when you put them in the context of a Rube Goldberg. But yeah, books are really important. And then everyone needs some wine bottles, I think. They're very useful for making tables, rolling. Just need a weight, fill it with water or sand. There's this thing, which I don't really know what it is. It's also useful. Sounds cool. It can have radial delight. And also sounds neat. But anyway, there's not too much interesting. Oh, and then there is my marble bucket or box. False teeth I took when I raided a guy's apartment because he left and he let people raid it. But anyway, this is the only marble that has a name. Its name is Green Weight, and it's been there since the beginning. This is one of the OG actors or pieces of the universe. Oh, the bullet that is in the beginning of many machines. these cool balls. And anyway, I have a large variety of marbles. I like to work in this size. This is my favorite marble size. Some people use ping pong balls as their basis, or some people use this size marble as their basis for their machines, but I consider this marble my like starting point. And then for instance, this marble is slightly smaller, and this size difference is a big deal to me. Like, these are two totally different marbles for totally different purposes. And of course you need to scale up till you get to billiard ball type stuff. I really wish I had billiard balls, but I don't. I think my heaviest marble is the thing right here. And I have a cranky ball that's signed by Doc Hammer, co-creator of the Venture Brothers. So that's pretty cool. I have some bouncy balls. The wooden balls are important. Actually, I think I have a ping pong ball around here somewhere, but really don't use them. But anyway, I don't think there's too much to show you, but stay tuned for machine 225 when it comes out. And thank you for watching. Here is your tour names.